What? Oh my goodness! One day, you know what? I was on FaceTime here yesterday. Lily Rose came in and joined me and was like, "Daddy, lift the chair up," and I just forget.
Zoom.
Zoom. Well, that's good now. I'm talking. Morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Morning.
Oh, it's now afternoon because we're putting this up in the afternoon. Or
Oh
morning.
yeah. Well, we film in the morning, so it's fine, isn't it? We're trying to rectify this amazing sunshine. I grew up in a world where like you did not shut the curtains when it was sunny, and that's still built into me. And I'm sure there are many of you who would agree with me on that. And so, like when the kids go, we can't see TV and shut the curtains, and we've just pulled it across a bit so Emily's not overexposed, because to kind of bring her back down to normal, it makes the video too dark, and I don't like doing that because we want our videos to be light because we're yellow.
That we don't consider with our container house.
Yes, we're discussing building a container house this morning.
True story.
Yeah, we've actually been discussing it for about a week. You do realise that if we build a container house, my mum is going to go, I suggested that to you, which is fine, Mum. I don't know if Mum watches this. I'm not going to make the same mistake I did like my sister.
So this is the benefit of being in a confined space for a long period of time, is the fact that our ideas that we've had for the last 14 years pretty much now are all coming back into light, and we're revisiting them, which is kind of exciting. And whether they come true or not, it doesn't really matter. It's just nice to have conversation that's different to talking about work and coronavirus, basically.
We've always said that, haven't we? One of the other things I've always said, and this is a bit of a round robin vlog this morning, one of the other things I always said, you know when people go, oh, I'm going to take this up, and there'll be a naysayer who goes, yeah, but you'll be bored of that after 6 months and it will just live. Doesn't matter. If you've got the time and money to be able to afford to do something new or different, and it only lasts a day, a week, 6 months, a year, 2 years, don't worry about it. Just brings you joy and happiness. Because ultimately, we're living these lives full of perceived time. Don't get me on the time one. And we need to fill it up. That's basically it. And some people are happy doing nothing, and some people are happiest at doing other things. Some people are happy by themselves, some people are happy with other people. So you've got to fill it up how it feeds you, and as long as you're not impacting other people in a negative manner, it doesn't matter.
The things that made us happy yesterday, I got...
And then should we lead on to what made me sad?
Well, that's what I'm getting to that point.
Figured
I'm getting to that point. Got all my work done during daytime hours yesterday.
Yeah, the knock-on was neither I or the kids saw Emily all day.
But got all my work done, which meant I could sit down in the evening and do a little bit more work in the evening, but the actual like reactive stuff I had...
But I still had all my work to do in the evening.
Oh, it took you an hour.
It did not take me more than an hour.
But we got to put Cool Runnings on the TV, and I haven't watched that film in like 1,000 years.
I questioned in my head, is there any film, I'm sure there is, I just can't think of it, is there any film that is as joyous and bright and sunny as Cool Runnings?
And also, what about Achieving the Impossible and all that malarkey?
Yeah, I do like
brilliant film, and it's absolute pants.
Dig It Out, 1994, I think.
Really?
I think filmed 5 months before John Candy died. I'm putting a segue in here.
Stop watching Tiger King and all that kind of stuff that we haven't watched, and just put the fun stuff on. Make sure you're watching fun stuff. Anyway, that then brought us back to this morning. If anyone saw our Instagram story this morning, this one...
Genuinely sad. Look, I have to reiterate it. This is not a joke. Genuinely sad.
Mourning Merlin's death.
So when we watch... Was it the second Kingsman, the Golden Circle?
Kingsman 2. And then I'm going to say this because you will embellish like you always do. But
Sorry, what? What? You don't embellish?
There's a scene with Mark Strong, because Mark Strong is...
Who plays Merlin.
I get that bit. And at the... kind of towards the end, spoiler alert by the way, he stands on a landmine and he allows himself he sacrifices himself so that Taron Egerton can get to...
and Colin Firth.
All right. Anyway, he sings Country Roads and then he takes his foot off the mine and blows himself up.
Sacrifices himself for the greater good.
I kid you not, we listen to Country Roads about 1,000 times in the next 3 weeks.
I genuinely mourned him. Like no joke, I mourned his death.
Every morning, because Alan gets up before me, every morning I would walk down the stairs into the kitchen. Alexa would be playing Country Road. Oh, for God's sake.
So anyway, the point is, TikTok is one of my kind of no-brainers that I like to just switch off for 5 minutes. And the very first one this morning was someone sharing that scene going, how sad was this scene? And it just brought all those those memories that time has allowed me to heal come I'm not mocking death or mourning, please don't.
No.
It
I'm
brought all those memories back to me because they're real for me.
Your secret love of Mark Strong.
Well, not Mark Strong. Well, I do have there is a bit of a man crush there. Not a full man crush. Like, I don't even follow him on Instagram. I'm going to now.
Yeah. Tagged him this morning.
He tagged him. But I think it was just a well done scene in a mediocre film, if honest. And the scene was really done, and I think Mark played it really, really well.
Mark Strong played Mark Strong.
But it did get us talking about TikTok.
That is true.
And which is kind of our very tenuous
loose
point
learning from here today.
Yes.
So we, months and months and months ago,
November, I think it was,
we put a post out all about TikTok and how you should be using it for your business. And we had not backlash.
Yeah, that's an Emily embellishment, backlash.
We didn't have backlash, but we had lots of discussion and a lot of the business forums we sit in about the fact that, oh, it's not really relevant for my business. Oh, I don't think I should do it. What can I possibly do for my business with TikTok? I don't really think it's for me. It's not really.
It's for the kids.
It's for the kids. And maybe I'll just sit on the fence about it and see what happens in the next couple of months. And we were saying, and I appreciate we're not the only ones who've been saying this, we're saying now is the time to get onto TikTok because
we do need a hand up moment here. No, not a high five. No. Oh, okay. Yeah, but also
that's the second time in 2 days I've gone for a high five and you've not given me one.
Yeah, because I was putting my hand up for a different reason.
Right.
I was instigating the hand up. We are on TikTok as Yellow Tuxedo. We are not as proactive as we are preaching about.
No, but still see the value in it, and we created a strategy and we wanted to go ahead with it. But as we all know, we're all time poor. We didn't get around to it. But we have every intention for the next few months for absolutely.
You know, if we'd have carried on in November when we started, classic things. But the point is, one of the points is, I'm now seeing businesses and friends who aren't as time poor as perhaps they were before lockdown, now on TikTok. I'm starting to see these videos shared around on social media. Look what I'm doing on TikTok. It's
being more socially acceptable. Back in November when we were writing about this, a lot of people were still going, but what's TikTok? And we had to explain what TikTok was. A bit like Facebook when it started down, just for the kids, it's created. And now Facebook is sharing TikTok videos, and it's all that kind of, that noise and bubble is kind of moving around. People are seeing it and talking about it, and it's a bit of fun. Whether you're doing it with your kids in the house, whether you're doing some silly dances in the kitchen, or whether you're actually using it for a business purpose, it's incredible, and it is going to explode, and it is going to be something that stays around for a long time. Whether you believe it or not, it is.
Well, it can't disappear the rate it's growing. I mean, let's just wrap this up for today, right? So what it boils down to is, at Yellow Tuxedo, we're all about online presence, okay? Not every element of your online presence has to have a direct return on investment. Yep. A lot of it is about brand awareness and people just knowing who you are. Joe Wicks, 3 million people doing PE, right? So TikTok is an amazing way to grow a brand awareness quickly. As it was explained by Gary Vee in the early days, it's like real estate. The hustle is real. Get out there and get as much as you can before the boom, basically, on TikTok. There are people with hundreds of thousands of followers who are talking about what they do, their jobs, their work, their I'm just trying to think, there's entrepreneurial types, there's financial types, there's lots of doctors actually, obviously. There are loads and loads and loads of people. And some of them are just people having fun, and some are people sharing messages about what they do. The point is, they've got hundreds of thousands, they've got thousands of followers. You know, how many followers do you have on Instagram, Facebook, etc.? The TikTok, it's exponential growth compared to that. And that's the point. Grow your online presence. TikTok is a great way to do it, and Merlin's death still makes me sad.
On that note,
have a fab day, you all.
Bye.
Bye. Sorry for saying you all.
Did you say y'all?
Y'all. I was feeling American for a moment.